Let's turn the music off. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's turn the music on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Universe Mode, episode 191. The first episode of season 3 has begun. We got Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre. All 4 men looking to pick up momentum, looking to do battle, and it will be a battle between 4 beefy men, a match that would make Vince McMahon smile out of his seat. Why he never booked this match, I don't know, but we're booking it here. Then we got a 6-man triple threat tornado tag match. I was going to say Dax Harwood. FTR taking on the Judgment Day and the Alpha Academy. Then we got Samoa Joe taking on the number 1 contender, Ricochet. Jimmy Uso, who was forced to disband with his brother after his loss at WrestleMania. Jimmy Uso wants revenge against Roman Reigns. They will do battle here on Raw. Or at the very least, they will go face to face. We'll see what happens. Sasha Banks takes on Becky Lynch. Sasha Banks takes on Becky Lynch. Sasha Banks wants to get her women's world title back. But if she wants it back, she's got to go through Becky Lynch first. And then the main event, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, mentor and student, will go face to face for that World Heavyweight Championship. Non-title match on Raw, of course. Let's get right into the episode, ladies and gentlemen. And the first person we see when season 3 starts is the Beast himself.
The following is a fatal 4-way match. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds,
Brock
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar, he didn't do much in season 2. He looks to rectify that with season 3. He looks to get himself a world title opportunity against the still reigning, defending world heavyweight champion, Cody Rhodes. There wasn't exactly a draft, ladies and gentlemen. No draft. That won't be until probably season 4. But we'll get to season 4 when we get to season 4. Let's worry about season 3 right now. No draft, but Raw and SmackDown have been separated. There will be new champions on SmackDown, but we need to worry about the current champions on Raw. Brock Lesnar looks to become champion. He looks to get a big win here in this fatal 4-way match. Big momentum. But if Brock wants that title, he's got to go through an old rival.
And his opponents, first from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley also wants to get his hands on that world title. This match, all about momentum, all about who will challenge later down the line. The winner of this match will move up in the title rankings, move up in the power rankings. A big, big feat for the person who wins this match. This barbaric 4 men, 4 beefy men fighting one another. It's crazy to say that in this match, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar aren't even the biggest men.
And representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Sheamus hasn't done much in Season 1. He didn't do much in Season 2. He looks to change that with a big win here on Raw, showing everyone that he is still one of the strongest, one of the toughest, one of the baddest, one of the best fighters in Universe mode. When you talk about one of the baddest, one of the toughest fighters, you gotta be talking about the Scottish Warrior himself. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. He's beaten Well, before I was interrupted by the announcer, ladies and gentlemen, the Scottish Warrior, one of the toughest men in the ring. He's beaten all 3 other opponents on separate occasions. Can he beat them when they're all in the same match? Bell rings, this match starts. Lashley will go right after McIntyre while Sheamus getting taken down by Brock Lesnar. Huge gut punch from Lesnar to Sheamus. Sheamus reverses and a clothesline to Lesnar. Meanwhile, Lashley working over the ribs of Drew McIntyre. Now Sheamus and Lashley gonna lock up. Oh, McIntyre gets involved, lifts up Bobby Lashley, and Brock takes Sheamus down in the corner. Now McIntyre and Lesnar locking up. Lashley throwing McIntyre out of the ring, picks up Sheamus, is gonna put him in a bear hug and squeeze the life out of him. Lesnar with the knee to McIntyre's gut. McIntyre dropping Brock Lesnar, turns his attention to Sheamus, drops him. Now turns his attention to Lesnar. Gonna try and take out the Beast, but the Beast got an elbow for that gut and a clothesline to take down McIntyre. Outside the ring, Sheamus putting in work on Lashley. Goes Lashley back into the ring. And Lesnar gonna attack the arm of McIntyre. McIntyre with a roll up. But Lashley there to make the save. McIntyre turns his attention to Lashley, lifts him up, and spikes him to the canvas. Lesnar with McIntyre up, spikes him onto the steel steps with that powerbomb. McIntyre able to kick out at 2. Meanwhile, Sheamus hanging Lashley up on the ropes, now being lifted up by Lesnar. Oh, and spiked down onto those steps too. Head bouncing off steel. Lesnar gonna pick Sheamus up here and gonna go for Suplex City, but Sheamus reverses. Both pairs of steel steps now in the ring, and Sheamus turns his attention to McIntyre. Sheamus has Lashley up. drops him with white noise, and goes for the pin, but McIntyre there to make the save. Lesnar back in the ring, gonna team up with Sheamus here to take down McIntyre. Double back body drop. Drew McIntyre is stunned. Sheamus picking up Lesnar. Alabama slam incoming. Drops Lesnar. Gonna attack the leg of Lesnar now. Gonna attack Drew McIntyre, who's standing there stunned. Lesnar picking up Lashley. Drives him into the corner and tosses him to the ground. Sheamus looks like getting ready for that bro kick on McIntyre. McIntyre moved out of the way. Lesnar being thrown by Lashley while Sheamus takes down Drew. Lashley gonna lift up Lesnar and hang him on the ropes. Dropped by Lesnar. Lesnar picks up Lashley and locks him into a Kimura lock. Sheamus and Drew aren't there to make the save. Lashley's gonna have to fight out or tap out. He fights out. Drew dropping Lesnar, but Lashley putting an elbow into the back of McIntyre. Sheamus beating the stuffing right out of Brock Lesnar. Meanwhile, Lashley with a neck breaker on Sheamus drops him, and a massive clothesline to the Beast, setting up McIntyre for that float DDT, but Lashley reverses it. Lesnar picking Lashley up, gonna hit his signature here, and Lashley gonna go for the pin on the Beast, but Drew able to make the save. Sheamus with that sledgehammer drops Drew. Lesnar throwing Lashley into the corner, putting a knee in Sheamus's back. Sheamus rolls out of it, but right into the hands of McIntyre, who tosses him with a suplex right into the steel steps. Sheamus back to his feet, turns his attention to the Beast, lifts up Lesnar and drops him onto his back. McIntyre being lifted up into a bear hug by Bobby Lashley. Submission attempt broken up by Sheamus, but Lashley's got his hands on Sheamus now. Drew and Brock both down, both getting back to their feet. And Lashley locking in his submission on Sheamus, but McIntyre was there to make the save. Lashley being thrown to the corner. Sheamus misses with a knee, catches Lesnar, lifts Lesnar up and slams him down, goes for the pin. But Lesnar able to kick out at 2. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, all 4 of these men are future contenders to the world title. Sheamus with a bro kick on McIntyre goes for the pin. Lashley there to make the save. Lashley with a knee to Sheamus's gut. Lifts Sheamus up and spikes him down. Lashley turns his attention to Lesnar, lifts Lesnar up, still holding him in the air, suspending him with that suplex. Hasn't hit it yet. Drops Lesnar finally. Lashley picking up Lesnar, but Lesnar with the knee to the gut of Lashley throws Lashley to the ropes, and a massive gut punch from Lesnar. Meanwhile, Sheamus trying to batter McIntyre with that baseball bat, gets hit with a Claymore kick. Oh, and a sledgehammer to the back of Lashley from Lesnar. But Lesnar gets taken off his feet with a wicked clothesline from McIntyre. But Sheamus, not exactly fond of that Claymore shot, takes a baseball bat to McIntyre. Sheamus and Lashley gonna fight it out outside the ring. Lashley throws him down. Lesnar with a clothesline to Lashley. Picks up Sheamus, lifts him up, and spikes him to the ground. Lashley being thrown to the floor by Lesnar. Lesnar with McIntyre up. Drops him onto that ring apron. And Lashley with a shoulder check takes down Lesnar. But Sheamus throwing Lashley around. Now Brock with a German suplex to Lesnar with a German suplex to Sheamus. Oh, and a suplex to McIntyre from Lashley, and Lashley somehow ends up in the ring. Suplexed him so hard he ended up right back in the ring. Sheamus with that baseball bat drops Lesnar. McIntyre has Sheamus up. Sheamus slips out of it. Gonna lift McIntyre up and spike him onto a knee. Lashley got a kendo stick and whacks Sheamus with it. Continuing to batter Sheamus. Lesnar getting involved. Sheamus getting involved, being hit with an elbow, lifted up and spiked. Lashley and Lesnar the only one standing. McIntyre gets back to his feet after being knocked down by Brock Lesnar. Lashley spiked with a spine buster from McIntyre. Now McIntyre being lifted up, powerbomb position by Lesnar. Rammed into the post and spiked onto the ground. Lashley with the stiff shots to Lesnar, lifts him up and spikes him down. Lashley being thrown to the barricade. Sheamus being thrown to the floor. Sheamus knocking down McIntyre, but Brock with a German suplex to Sheamus. And another suplex to Lashley. McIntyre lifting Sheamus up and spikes him down. Lesnar lifting up Lashley and throwing him into the apron. He had McIntyre. McIntyre with a stiff elbow to Lesnar. Lesnar throwing Lashley into the ring. Sheamus, powerbomb position on Brock. Nails him in the back with the knee. McIntyre in the ring. Knocks the kendo stick out of Lashley's hands. Lashley blocks a kick. Knocks down McIntyre. Lashley gets out of the ring. Picks up that baseball bat. Gets back into the ring. But McIntyre was waiting for him. Nails him with a suplex. Sheamus in the ring. Bro kick to McIntyre. And Sheamus goes for the pin. But Lesnar is there to break it up. Lesnar. F5 incoming on Sheamus. F5 lands on Sheamus. Lesnar going for the pin. But Sheamus able to kick out at 2. McIntyre with a suplex on Lashley drops him. McIntyre knocks the kendo stick out of Lesnar's hands. Picks Lesnar up. And hangs him up on the ropes. Lashley dodged an attack from McIntyre and is now on the offense. Throws McIntyre into the ropes. Swinging neck breaker on McIntyre. Sheamus got the steel steps and nails Lashley with him. Lesnar back in the ring, lifting Sheamus up again. Sheamus this time fighting out of the F5. Was gonna choke slam Lesnar, but Lesnar fought out of it. Lesnar with a suplex to Sheamus. Claymore kick from McIntyre to Lashley, but Brock there to make the save. Roll up from Lashley. Pin stopped by Lesnar, and Lashley with a shoulder chop blocks Lesnar. Lashley throwing McIntyre, drops him with the ripcord shoulder. Lesnar breaking up a pin. Sheamus, kick to the gut of Lesnar. Lesnar slipping out of whatever Sheamus was going to do. Lesnar with the butterfly suplex to Sheamus. McIntyre folding the arms of Lesnar, float DDT. McIntyre lifting up Brock and tosses him. Sheamus, white noise on McIntyre. And again. And a third time on McIntyre. Lesnar rolls out of the ring. Lashley out of the ring. Sheamus picking up McIntyre. And nails McIntyre with a bro kick. Going for the pin. McIntyre able to kick out, but Lesnar and Lashley were there to make the save just in case. Lesnar now going for Suplex City on Sheamus. McIntyre throwing Lesnar into the corner and goes for a pin on Sheamus. McIntyre gets the win. Lashley was a second too late. Lesnar hung up in the corner.
Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
A big win for Drew. A battle between 4 Goliaths, 4 behemoths. But in the end, the Scottish Warrior comes out on top. What a way to start Season 3. But up next, we got tag action, FTR, Judgment Day, Alpha Academy. Let's see who gets the win here. Let's see who picks up momentum, trying to become #1 contenders to Undisputed Era's undisputed tag title reign.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 456 pounds.
FTR, they've competed at WrestleMania for those undisputed tag titles in a ladder match. They were unsuccessful, but they put in work. They showed the world what they could do in a ladder match with, 2-3 other teams? One of the greatest tag teams in the world, FTR. But they still, the undisputed tag titles elude them still.
Representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dominic Mysterio.
The MVP of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio. He competed for tag title gold alongside JD McDonough. Now, he looks to compete for the tag titles here on Raw alongside Damian Priest. Dominic Mysterio, the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio. Judgment Day took in Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio has helped the Judgment Day flourish ever since. And speaking of some of the Judgment Day's success, let's look at the success story of this man here, Damian Priest.
And representing the Judgment Day from New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
The former Mr. Money in the Bank, the former World Heavyweight Champion. Damian Priest, if you ask me, had an excellent Season 2. I was going to say 2023 for some reason. I mean, in real life, yeah, he's had a great 2023 also. But in universe mode, he had an excellent Season 2. He won the Money in the Bank briefcase. He competed in top tier matches. And in the end, he became the World Heavyweight Champion. He may not have been at WrestleMania. He may not have beaten Cody Rhodes or beaten John Cena. But who knows what Season 3 has in store for Damian Priest and for Dominic Mysterio for that fact.
And at a combined weight of 532 pounds, Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy.
Chad Gable, a top athlete, one of the greatest, one of the most underrated superstars, if you ask me. Teaming with Otis. Otis, an extremely good superstar. Chad Gable looks to take Otis to the promised land. They look to get their hands on those undisputed tag titles. Alpha Academy, who knows what opportunities they will get come Season 3. Bell rings, this match starts. And FTR will immediately go for Alpha Academy. But Alpha Academy taking down FTR. And now Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest getting involved. Damian Priest taking down Otis. Dominic Mysterio going for Dax Harwood. Chad Gable going for Dax Harwood, and Dominic Mysterio will turn his attention to Cash Wheeler in the corner. And now turns his attention to Otis. Dominic Mysterio making himself a bit of a menace in this match already. Chad Gable taking down Damian Priest. Damian Priest being taken down by Cash Wheeler. Chad Gable taking down Dax Harwood. Cash Wheeler taking down Chad Gable. Dominic Mysterio taking down Otis. And Damian Priest will take down Cash Wheeler. Right now, Judgment Day in control of the match. Chad Gable dropping Cash Wheeler. Wheeler rolls out of the ring. Otis spinning around Dominic Mysterio, and Chad Gable taking down Damian Priest. Alpha Academy now in control. FTR back on their feet. Chad Gable goes for Cash. Oh, and Otis with a kendo stick to Dominic Mysterio. Dominic playing a little defense, trying to protect Priest while he was recovering. Priest back in the ring, but Dax Harwood will take him down. He'll take him down now. Dax Harwood drops a knee on Damian Priest's head. Meanwhile, Chad Gable will take out Cash Wheeler. Otis taking down Dax Harwood. Cash Wheeler being lifted up by Otis. Dropped. Dominic Mysterio throwing Chad Gable into the steel steps. Otis lifting up Dax Harwood, but Harwood fighting out. Cash Wheeler taking down Damian Priest. Priest blocking an attack. Off the ropes, takes down Cash. Cash Wheeler with a roll-up on Priest. Dax Harwood was playing a little defense there while Cash Wheeler was going for that pin. But now Chad Gable in the ring. Rolling out of an attack from Cash, but Dax right there to take him down. Damian Priest knocked off the apron. Cash Wheeler went for a dive on Chad Gable, but Gable moved out of the way. Dax Harwood picking up Otis. Will drop him to the canvas, roll around on him. Damian Priest with a baseball bat. Dominic Mysterio being dropped onto a knee. Chad Gable throwing Cash Wheeler in the ring. Chad Gable reversing an attack from Dominic, drops him to the canvas. Dominic Mysterio throwing Chad Gable while Cash Wheeler has Otis locked in. A sharpshooter. Damian Priest gets out of the ring, just walks away. He probably knew that Otis was going to be able to fight out of it. Dominic Mysterio going off the ropes, takes down Dax Harwood. Chad Gable lifting up Dominic Mysterio, suplex, while Otis takes out the leg of Dax Harwood. Chad Gable suplexing Dominic Mysterio. Cash Wheeler has Dominic up now. Damian Priest waiting for his opportunity to attack Chad Gable here. He's going to take it. Meanwhile, Dominic Mysterio has Cash Wheeler locked in a submission stretch. Damian Priest looking to take out Dax Harwood while Cash Wheeler fights out Dominic Mysterio's clutches. Dax Harwood slips out of Damian Priest's finish, and Chad Gable will drop Dax Harwood. Otis lifting up Dominic Mysterio and hangs him up on the ropes. Otis of the Alpha Academy coming to Chad Gable's aid. Dax Harwood trying to fight back against Alpha Academy, but he's no match. World's Strongest Slam to Dax Harwood. Dominic Mysterio coming in to make the play. Chad Gable trying to block Dominic Mysterio while Otis goes for the pin, but Dax Harwood able to kick out at 2. Otis picking up Dominic. Chad Gable with an accidental chop to Dominic. Otis now playing defense while Chad goes for the pin. Dominic kicking out at 2. Cash Wheeler gonna lock in a sharpshooter on Otis. Sharpshooter locked in. And Chad Gable turning his back on Otis. Did you guys see that? FTR gets a huge win. But one has to wonder, why did Chad Gable just turn his back on Otis when Otis was locked in the sharpshooter? Either way, a huge win for one of the greatest tag teams in the world, FTR. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the rivalries. We've watched regular matches, but now for the rivalries of Raw. Samoa Joe, Ricochet, one-on-one. Ricochet is the #1 contender to the U.S. title. Samoa Joe might have a problem with that. Ricochet makes his way to the ring and attacked by Joe, who let his hair grow out. Joe let his hair and beard grow out. That's a good look for Joe, for the U.S. champion. Ricochet and Samoa Joe now fighting out at ringside. Joe throws Ricochet in the ring, rolls in. Elbow to the head of Ricochet. And a kick to Ricochet's back. Samoa Joe off the ropes, drops his body onto Ricochet, picks Ricochet up. Slams him down Samoa Joe attacking the arms of Ricochet before this match could begin. Ricochet quick though. Off the ropes, but Joe moves out of the way. Ricochet trying to fight back here against Samoa Joe. DDT to Joe. Ricochet going up to the top rope. Samoa Joe getting back to his feet. Ricochet off the ropes, takes down Joe, goes for a pin. But Joe able to kick out at 1. Ricochet with that moonsault, but Joe got his knees up right into the gut of Ricochet. Misses an axe handle chop. Ricochet too quick for it. Ricochet dropping Joe to the canvas. And a huge boot to the face of Samoa Joe. Followed by a drop kick to Samoa Joe. Elbows to the head of Joe. Followed by a standing moonsault to Joe. Joe back to his feet. Knee to the gut of Ricochet. Joe has Ricochet up and spikes Ricochet to the canvas. Ricochet able to kick out at 1. Joe going off the ropes. Big body splash onto Ricochet. And Joe gonna go to the top rope. Ricochet back to his feet after the kip up. But an axe handle chop takes him back down. Joe goes for the pin. Ricochet able to kick out at 1. Ricochet rolling up Joe. Joe able to kick out at 1. Ricochet with a big boot. But Joe eats it. Puts an elbow in Ricochet's back and throws him to the corner. Joe with that enziguri in the corner. Goes for the pin on Ricochet. Ricochet able to kick out at 2. I think Joe was going to go for his patented Coquina clutch. But Ricochet got up and out of the way of it. Ricochet sweeping the leg of Joe. And a clothesline to Ricochet takes him down. Joe going off the ropes, nails another body splash to Ricochet. Oh, and another splash to Ricochet, but Ricochet got his knees up this time. Oh, but Joe just tossing Ricochet right off of him. And a huge elbow shot to the head of Ricochet. Joe running into the corner with a huge elbow to Ricochet's head. Joe with the furious kicks to Ricochet's face. Off the corner. And another big kick to the head of Ricochet. Ricochet with a kip up right into Joe's attack. Ricochet rolls out of it. And drops a knee. A finishing knee onto Joe's face. Goes for the pin. But Joe able to kick out at 2. Ricochet going up to the top rope. Looking to get a little bit of that high risk offense going. Smooth salt from the top rope to Joe. Joe has to roll to the ropes to get back to his feet. Ricochet tries to knock Joe off the apron. Joe got his knee up right into Ricochet's face. Throws Ricochet into the ropes. And a huge gut shot to Ricochet. Picks Ricochet up. Throws him into the corner. Joe with a huge elbow to the face. And an enziguri to the head. Nailing that signature again on Ricochet. Goes for the pin. Samoa Joe really did himself up for season 3. Taking the steel chair to Ricochet now. To the arm of Ricochet. Joe attacking the arm of his opponent. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Welcome back. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, We have Roman Reigns going one-on-one, probably with Jimmy. No, Roman Reigns is taking on Ridge Holland. Yes, sir. Request match is possible. Leave a comment on the request matches you would like to see in the comments. And as soon as this episode of Raw is done, I will get right to it. If there are any matches you'd like to see, just leave a comment on the matches. And as long as I have those superstars, that match will happen. The same with any rivalries you want to see in Universe Mode. If there's any particular rivalries you want to see, leave a comment and I will book that rivalry as well.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns got a big win at WrestleMania. A huge win at Mania against his cousins. He forced the Usos to disband. Jey Uso is no longer on Raw with his brother. Jey Uso is now a SmackDown superstar. Jimmy Uso all alone on Raw. No bloodline to protect Jimmy.
And his opponent, representing the Brawling Brutes from the United Kingdom, weighing in at 253 pounds, Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland looks to get a huge start here in Season 3. He hadn't done much in Season 1 or Season 2. He competed for the tag titles alongside Pete Dunne. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to call him Butch. I'm not calling him Butch. I'm calling him Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen. Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne competed for the tag titles, were unsuccessful. But now, Ridge Holland getting a huge match against the Tribal Chief. Bell rings. Roman Reigns goes right for Ridge Holland and takes him down with a big boot to the head. Lifts up Ridge Holland. Gut wrench, power bomb. Roman is on the attack here. Neck breaker. No. Elbow to the back of the head. And Roman goes for the pin on Ridge Holland. Holland kicking out at 1. Roman attacking Ridge Holland's head. Holland throwing Roman out of the ring. Roman getting back into the ring. Holland was waiting for him. Lifts up Roman. Oh, but Roman's going to fight out of this. Whatever the attack was coming, Roman fights out of it. Lifts up Holland. Suplex to Ridge Holland. And goes for the pin on Ridge. Ridge Holland kicks out at 1. Roman dropped onto his head. And a kick to Roman's chest. Roman dropped onto his back. Roman rolls out of the way. But Ridge Holland's going to pick Roman up again and hang him up on the ropes. Roman thrown across the ring. Roman gets back to his feet. Holland lifts him up and spikes him down onto the canvas. Roman lifting up Ridge Holland and spikes him down again. Roman throwing Ridge Holland into the apron. And now off the barricade. Huge shot to the head, busts open Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland dropping Roman Reigns to the floor, trying to fight back. Ridge Holland getting back into the ring. Roman Reigns going in after him. Holland throws Reigns to the ropes. Reigns runs right into him. Holland lifting up Roman into a bear hug. But Roman fighting out of it. Flying clothesline takes down Ridge Holland. Holland rolling Roman over. Stiff punches to Roman's head. And goes for the pin on Roman Reigns. But Roman able to kick out at 2. Holland with Roman up. Spikes him down with a suplex. A signature suplex from Ridge Holland, goes for the pin. Roman kicking out at 2. Roman back to his feet. Lifts up Ridge Holland, but Holland with the reversal drops Roman. Picks Roman Reigns up. Trying to lift Roman with that finisher. Roman with the reversal. Holland locking the arms, suplex to Roman. Roman with a stiff elbow to the head. Throws Holland into the ropes, and a clothesline takes Ridge Holland down. Holland's got to roll out of the ring to survive. Roman calling for a dive here. Over the ropes, takes down Ridge Holland. Roman picking Ridge Holland up. Powerbomb position, drops Ridge Holland down. Throws him into the ring. And Roman Reigns looking to put this match to bed, calling for the spear. But Ridge Holland gets his knee up, takes down Roman. Lifts Roman up, but Roman with another reversal and a DDT. Holland was trying to put the match away, still is, goes for a roll-up on Roman. Roman kicking out at 1. Roman with the kick to the gut and gonna lock in that guillotine on Ridge Holland. Holland nowhere near the ropes, but Holland gonna fight out of it. Roman with another stiff elbow shot to the head of Ridge Holland. Followed by Holland fighting out of it. And a huge clothesline to Roman. Elbow drop to Roman Reigns, but Reigns back to his feet. Roman lifting Ridge Holland up. Hangs him up on the ropes. Lifts him up, powerbomb position. Spikes him down. Roman Reigns on the top rope. Elbow drop to the chest of Ridge Holland. Goes for the pin. Holland kicking out at 2. Roman knocks Ridge Holland right off the apron. But Holland fighting back still against Roman. I don't think Roman Reigns was expecting this much of a fight out of Ridge Holland, but Holland is putting up a decent effort against the Tribal Chief. Lifts him up, suplex. has the arms, and another suplex from Ridge Holland to Roman Reigns. Roman with the knee to the gut. Oh, and a spear on the outside of Ridge Holland. Takes the fight right out of him. And Roman gonna go for a pin here on Ridge Holland. Holland survives somehow, kicking out at 2. Roman throwing Ridge Holland into the corner. Misses the Superman punch. But Roman with a guillotine locked in on Ridge Holland. But the ropes save him. Roman now trying to batter Ridge Holland here. Roman going to the middle rope. Drops elbows onto Holland's chest. Lifts him up. Guillotine. No, not guillotine. Gut wrench. Rolls Ridge Holland over. Goes for the pin. And Roman Reigns with a big victory over Ridge Holland. And here's Jimmy Uso with the kendo stick to Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso not happy that the Usos had to disband because of Roman. Jimmy Uso wants revenge. We're down to our last 2 matches, ladies and gentlemen. Becky Lynch takes on Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch takes on Charlotte Flair. The Women's World Champion making her way to the ring, ambushed by Sasha Banks before the match with Charlotte Flair. Sasha Banks wants to get her Women's World title back. Unhappy that she lost at Mania. Charlotte Flair getting a rematch here on Raw. Also unhappy that she lost at Mania. Charlotte Flair beating down Becky Lynch. Drops her with a leg drop. Lynch getting out of the way. Rolls through on Lynch. Lynch rolls through on Charlotte. Takes her down. Lynch with Charlotte up, drops her onto her chest. Lynch may have been attacked, but all it did was probably piss her off. Lynch throwing Charlotte Flair into the ropes, takes her down with a kick to the head. And Charlotte Flair's got to roll out of the ring. Becky Lynch with a drop kick to Charlotte. Leg drop onto the elbow of Charlotte Flair. And another one. Lynch picking up Charlotte Flair here. Throws her into the ring. Charlotte fighting back against Lynch. Throws Lynch into the ropes. Lynch with a kick to Charlotte Flair's head. Throws Charlotte to the ropes, picks her up, slams her down. Lynch with Charlotte Flair with a kip up, picks up I keep getting tongue-tied, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte Flair in control of the match. He's going to pick up Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch with a disarm her. Locked in on Charlotte. Charlotte Flair fighting out of it. Charlotte Flair continuing to fight back against Becky Lynch. Kick to Becky. And now Becky Lynch locked in a submission by Charlotte Flair. But Becky Lynch going to fight out of it. Becky Lynch wrapping the arm up for Charlotte. Suplex to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair rolling Becky Lynch through. Goes for the pin. But Becky Lynch able to kick out. Becky Lynch now with the manhandle slam on Charlotte Flair. Goes for the pin. Kicking out again. Becky Lynch picks up Charlotte. Charlotte rolls Becky Lynch through, drops her. Attacks the leg of Becky Lynch. Picks Lynch up. Attacks the head. Charlotte on the attack of Becky Lynch here. Lifts Lynch up and suplexes her down. Charlotte going to the top rope. Becky trying to knock her off the apron now. But Charlotte Flair fighting back. Becky Lynch throwing Charlotte Flair into the corner. Huge chop. Followed by a suplex into the corner. Charlotte Flair almost stunned here. Becky Lynch going off the ropes. Misses a leg drop. Charlotte Flair with a spear blocked by Becky Lynch. And a clothesline from Becky. And another one. Drop kick. Becky Lynch stunning Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch going to go to the top rope here. Telling Charlotte to get up. Takes down Charlotte and goes for the pin. Charlotte able to kick out at 2. Becky Lynch misses an elbow drop. Charlotte with a big boot to Becky Lynch's head. Charlotte pulling Becky Lynch into the middle of the ring. Lifts her up. Chop to the chest. Takes her down with the finish. And Charlotte Flair going for a pin on Becky Lynch here. Becky able to kick out at 2. And Charlotte is frustrated. Charlotte Flair going up to the top rope. Standing moonsault. Lands on Becky. Goes for the pin. But Becky Lynch able to kick out at 2. Elbow shot to the head of Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch sets up for another manhandle slam on Charlotte and goes for the pin. And just like that, the Women's World Champion, another huge win to start Season 3 of Universe Mode. Oh, Becky Lynch sees Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. They will be facing each other for the Women's World title at Night of Champions. But they're going to talk some trash here on the stage right now and throw those punches, not wasting any time. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the main event, the final match of this episode of Raw. The first episode of Raw in Season 3, Cody Rhodes takes on LA Knight in the main event.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
He finished the story. He went to Mania. He retained the world title. The world's champion, Cody Rhodes, starting his Season 3 off right, will take on LA Knight.
And his opponent from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
One of the fastest rising stars here in Universe Mode. LA Knight, a former Intercontinental Champion, now looks to compete for the US title. If LA Knight can get a huge win on Cody Rhodes, he may move up in the rankings. For LA Knight, it's all about who will face Samoa Joe. For LA Knight, it's all about who will face the US champion. LA Knight wants the US title, but a big win over the world's champion would do wonders for the start of Season 3, for the start of LA Knight. Bell rings, this match starts. LA Knight goes right after Cody Rhodes, not wasting any time. Hand dropped onto Cody's head. LA Knight lifts up Cody Rhodes. Rhodes dropped by Knight. LA Knight dropping a knee onto Cody Rhodes' head. Cody Rhodes moving out of the way this time. Misses LA Knight. Knight still in control. Suplex to Cody Rhodes. LA Knight attacking Cody Rhodes here. Lifts Cody Rhodes up and spikes him down to the canvas. Shot to the back of Cody Rhodes. LA Knight attacking the leg of Cody. Goes for the pin on Cody Rhodes here. But Cody Rhodes kicking out at one. Rolls out of the ring. LA Knight going out to get him. Rhodes with that ambush and an elbow to the back. Leg drop takes down LA Knight. Shot to LA Knight's head. Cody Rhodes lifting up LA Knight. Suplex. Knee drop onto LA Knight's head. LA Knight fighting back against Cody Rhodes, throws Rhodes into the ring. Oh, and busting Cody Rhodes open here. LA Knight misses a knee drop on Cody Rhodes' head. Rhodes with a bulldog to LA Knight. Cody Rhodes finally fighting back here. Gonna lock LA Knight into a crossface. Middle of the ring. Knight can't get to the ropes, but he's gonna fight out of this. Throws LA Knight to the ropes. Lifts him up and slams him down. He picks LA Knight up. Cody Rhodes was going to go for something, but Knight blocked it. Now Knight going for a neck breaker on Cody Rhodes, going for the pin. Cody Rhodes kicking out at 1. Rhodes with a kick to Knight. Takes down LA Knight with that spin maneuver. Knight with a knee to Rhodes' leg after the counter. Throws Rhodes to the ropes. And a huge elbow shot to Cody Rhodes. Lifts Cody Rhodes up. But Cody Rhodes rolls through. Crossroads to LA Knight. LA Knight able to kick out at 2. But the crossroads from out of nowhere, giving Cody Rhodes the advantage in the match, giving him control of the match. Rhodes with a moonsault from the top rope to LA Knight, attacking the arm of LA Knight now, and now the head, attacking the back. LA Knight with a kick to the head. LA Knight dropping Rhodes onto his back and attacking the arm. And now the hand. Kick to the gut, followed by a DDT to Cody Rhodes. Picks Cody Rhodes up and throws Cody Rhodes back into the ring. Cody Rhodes is stunned and down. LA Knight gonna go to the top rope. Thinks better of it. Picking Rhodes up. Swinging neck breaker to Cody Rhodes. Rhodes trying to fight back. Whatever Cody Rhodes was going to go for, LA Knight blocked it. Took him down with a clothesline. And now a wicked punch to the head. LA Knight doing some damage to the world's heavyweight champion. LA Knight with blunt force trauma to Cody Rhodes. Cody able to kick out at 2. Cody Rhodes swept the leg of LA Knight. Now a knee shot to the head of Knight, busting LA Knight open. Cody Rhodes going for his signature here on LA Knight. Drops him. Cody Rhodes went for crossroads. LA Knight blocked it. Took down Rhodes. Kick to the gut. Another blunt force trauma to Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes in the ropes. LA Knight has to roll out of the ring. Cody Rhodes gonna taunt in the corner, catching his breath a little bit. Goes out of the ring to get LA Knight. LA Knight with an elbow shot to Cody Rhodes' back. And again, sweeps the leg, drops Cody Rhodes to the floor. LA Knight being kicked in the gut, now clotheslined on the outside. Rhodes picks Knight up and throws LA Knight into the ring. Cody Rhodes going to the top rope. Elbow drop to the back of LA Knight. And Cody Rhodes going to go for the pin here. LA Knight couldn't kick out of that pin attempt. Cody Rhodes had beat LA Knight down. Another huge victory for Cody Rhodes, but Randy Orton, the mentor of Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton knows what he wants. He's not waiting for it. He's going to start season 3 by attacking the world's champion with his own championship. Randy Orton wants the world's title. He's not waiting any longer. He picked up big wins towards the end of season 2. And heading into season 3, Randy Orton wants that world title. And he's willing to go through his former student to get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the episode of Raw, but I've got a special treat for you, a brand new segment that I am just now debuting. If you want custom matches, we can do custom matches. We'll call it, what will we call it? I don't know what we'll call it yet. But if you guys want custom matches, now's the time. Let me know what you want to see. Any requests? And meanwhile, let's go through the roster, the whole roster that I have, including the Sovereign Superstars. If you want to see them, we have Aaron Murphy, Adam Cole, Adam Frost, Adam Page, Adrian Hall, AJ Styles, Akam, Akira Tozawa, Alba Fire, Albert Daniels, Alexa Bliss, Alexander Lewis, Aaliyah, Andrade El Idolo, Andre Chase, Andre the Giant, Angel, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Ashanti the Adonis, Asuka, Austin Gunn, Austin Theory, Axum, Bad Bunny, Bailey Drake, Bailey Tessa, Batista 08, Bailey, Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix, Bianca Belair, Big Boss Man, Big E, Blair Davenport, Bobby Fish, Bobby Lashley, Boogeyman, Booker T, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace, Bret the Hitman Hart, Brie Bella, British Bulldog, Brock Lesnar, Lesnar 01, Lesnar 03, Lesnar 14, Brody King, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Brutus Creed, Bryan Danielson, Buddy Murphy, Butch, Cactus Jack, Cameron Cannon, Cameron Grimes, Candice LeRae, Carmella, Carmelo Hayes, Cash Wheeler, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, Charlotte, Chris Jericho, Christian Cage, Chyna, Claudio Castagnoli, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Colton Gunn, Commander Aziz, Cora Jade, Cruz del Toro, Dakota Kai, Damian Priest, Damon Kemp, Dana Brooke, Darby Allin, Dax Harwood, Devin Hall, Dexter Lumis, Diesel, Doink the Clown, Dolph Ziggler, Dominic Mysterio, Piper Niven, Dr. Britt Baker, Dragon Lee, Drew Gulak, Drew McIntyre, Earl Katsuyori, Eddie Guerrero 97, Edge 06, Elias, Elton Prince, Eric Bischoff, Eric, Eve Torres, Farouk, Finn Balor, Gabriel Young, Gigi Dolan, Giovanni Vinci, Goldberg, Grayson Waller, Gunther, Happy Corbin, Harley Race, Hulk Hogan, Hook, Hogan 02, Humberto, The Hurricane, Ilya Dragunov, Indy Hartwell, Isaac Fenwick, Ivar, Ivy Nile, Io Sky, Jack Walker, Jackie Nate, Jacob Baker, JC Jane, Jade Cargill, Jake the Snake Roberts, Jamie Hayter, Jay White, JBL, JD McDonough, Jean Paul Levesque, Jerry the King Lawler, Jey Uso, Jimmy the Anvil Neidhart, Jimmy Uso. These are just attires for Jimmy Uso. If we were going to use a Jimmy Uso for these matches, for these request matches, it would be this Jimmy. But don't worry, he's got both of these attires equipped. Jinder Mahal, Joaquin Wilde, Joe Gacy, John Cena, Cena 02, 03, 06, 08, 09, 12, 14, 16, 18, Johnny Gargano, Johnny TV, John Moxley, Julius Creed, Kiva Draven, Kane, Kane 08, Carl Anderson, Karrion Kross, Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Kazuchika Okada, Keith Lee, Kenny Omega, Kevin Nash and WO, Kevin Owens, Kit Wilson, Kofi Kingston, Kota Ibushi, Chris Statlander, Kurt Angle, Kyle O'Reilly, LA Knight, Lacey Evans, Leviathan, Lita, Liv Morgan, Logan Paul, Ludwig Kaiser, Luke Gallows, Mace, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Madcap Moss, Maggie Nichols, Malachi Black, Mansoor, Mandy Rose, Maurice, Matt Jackson, Matt Riddle, Michin, Mia Yim, Miro, The Miz, MJF, Montez Ford, Mr. McMahon, Mustafa Ali, MVP, Natalia, Nathan Frazier, Nick Jackson, Nikki Ash, or almost a superhero, Nikki Bella, Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar, Omar Fisher, Omos, Otis, Pac, Paige Campbell, Paige, Payne Yamashita, Pentagon Jr., Powerhouse Hobbs, The Prototype, Queen Zelina, Quinn Samuels, R-Truth, Rage Jindrak, Randy Orton 02, Randy Orton 09, Randy Orton 2006, Raquel Rodriguez, Razor Ramon, Reggie, Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio Jr., Razor, Rhea Ripley, Rick Boogs, Rick Steiner, Ricky Starks, Ricochet, Ridge Holland, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam, Robert Roode, The Rock 2012, Roderick Strong, Roman Reigns, Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Piper, Roxanne Perez, Ruby Soho, Sami Zayn, Sammy Guevara, Samoa Joe, Santos Escobar, Sasha Banks, Scott Hall NWO, Scott Steiner, Seth frickin' Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shanky, Shawn Michaels, Michaels 05, Shawn Spears, Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi, Sky Blue, Solo Sikoa, Sonya Deville, Stacy Keibler, Stephanie McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Swerve Scott, Styx, T-Bar, Tamina, Tank Davidson, Taylor Sanchez, Ted DiBiase, Tiffany Stratton, Titus O'Neil, Tommaso Ciampa, Tony Storm, Tony D'Angelo, Top Dollar, Trick Williams, Triple H 08, Trish Stratus, Tyler Bate, Tyler Breeze, Ultimate Warrior, Umaga, Uncle Howdy, Undertaker, Taker 03, Taker 18, Taker 98, Urena Sabin, Vader, Valentine Walker, Valhalla, Veer Mahan, Von Wagner, Wade Barrett, Wade Kazarian, Wade Ranger, Wendy Chu, Wes Lee, Wheeler Yuta, Whitney White, Will Ospreay, X-Pac, Xavier Woods, Xia Li, Yokozuna, Zach Palmer, Zeus, Zoe Starks, and finally, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. That is the full roster in the game, ladies and gentlemen, at least my full roster. If you guys want to see any custom matches, now is the time. Take your pick of any superstar. I'll book one-on-ones. I'll book any match you see here, including War Games matches. Tournaments, if you want to see tournaments. Whatever you want to see, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. We'll do it after every episode of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. The only time that I won't be doing this are the PLEs and pay-per-views of Universe Mode. because those go for like 3 to 4 hours. But with these, only an hour in, I've got no problem with booking request matches, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got any request matches, any matches you want to see with the superstars I have, just let me know. Let me see. I'll give it another minute, ladies and gentlemen. If no request matches come in, we'll end the episode here. But what do you guys think about today's episode of Raw? About the season debut of season 3? What'd you guys think? How'd you guys feel about it? Are you excited to see how these storylines play out between Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch? What about Samoa Joe and Ricochet? Jimmy Uso wants to get revenge on Roman Reigns. How do you feel about that? And what about Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton? I'll give it another 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give it another 2 minutes. If you guys have any matches you want to see, just let me know. And we'll do this at the end of every Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. We'll do up to 3. Any matches you want to see, doesn't matter what era, doesn't matter what arena. At the end of every show, you have the roster, the full list of people who I have. There may be more being added later on, but I'll let you know if that's the case. I'll give you guys an update. One more minute, ladies and gentlemen. Any request matches, any type matches you want to see, we can see them here. One more minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give it 1 more minute. Any request matches. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to say time's up, but I am going to add this. If you're unable to add any requests right now, just come back to the comments. I will be watching comments, ladies and gentlemen. I read the comments of these videos. If you guys have any kind of matches you want to see, any matches at all, write them down in the comments. And in the next episode, we will do those matches. Right after that. So in the next episode will be episode 192. It'll be NXT. After NXT goes off the air, we'll do some request matches. Just let me know what matches you want to see. Let me know the full list of superstars. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, time is up for this video. If you enjoyed this episode, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think, what request matches you want, what matches you want to see, what match types you want to see. I don't mind booking them, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to book them. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me for today. This has been an episode of Raw, the Season 3 debut. If you enjoyed this content, ladies and gentlemen, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Leave the comment of request matches that you have, any matches you want to see. You have the full list, the full roster of superstars here in this video. If you have any matches you want to see, ladies and gentlemen, just let me know, and we will book them, and we'll show them, and I'll commentate through them. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 191 of Universe Mode, the Season 3 debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, the King Chiron. I love you and thank you for coming out to watch this episode. That will be it for me for right now. I'll probably be back later with episode 192 or the final episode of Cyberpunk. I'll let you guys know how it plays out. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And remember, leave your comments. What matches do you want to see? And if you have any specific rivalries you want to see take place in Universe Mode, any rivalries you want to see happen, just let me know and I'll make them happen, ladies and gentlemen. Till then, have a beautiful day.